Brothers and sisters, these are all the drawings that I made for the East Blue Saga of One Piece. Well, hello, my brothers and sisters of the Nerd Nation. I, as always, am Jim, here to bring you not a review here today, but really just kind of a video that is put together. The 22 or 23 artwork pieces that I drew were put together during the course of the East Blue Saga, me reading and reviewing the first 100 chapters of One Piece. I have gotten a ton of requests on, hey, how can I, get one of these, or where can we see more of these? I think some people maybe watch a few reviews and don't realize that I do kind of mix it up and try to put them at the beginning and end of each video. So just kind of wanted to put them all in one place over here and maybe talk a little bit over it, I guess. So I have had a blast so far getting into One Piece. It is a great world, great characters, and just manga in general in this particular style has really translated well from my background of comic book drawing as well as some real-life portrait drawing. I've been able to kind of adapt and incorporate, and although imitation is the highest form of flattery, ultimately I have tried to kind of spin and put my own style and level of detail on some of these drawings. Now, some of them, I'm not going to lie, I mean, they were pretty much, there was reference used from an actual page from the manga, and it was pretty much hand copied over. Certainly if you look closely, you'll see some of the little mistakes that I made where a hand is bigger, or a finger is smaller, or something of that nature. But ultimately, it's me getting comfortable with the style itself because of its simplicity, and there's nothing wrong with that, but because it's done in black and white, you're using the shadows and the tones of the deep blacks or the absence of light with the whites to really kind of draw out and bring out these characters and bring them to life. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but that is just kind of my 2 cents on it and what I see as far as differences. With comic book drawing, there is a lot more detail that's put in, but in my opinion, a lot of it is unnecessary detail. A lot of it is, well, I can't really shade this part here, and I know that a colorist is going to go over this with color, but I want to make it look like it's in shadow, so I'm going to draw a bunch of lines and hash marks. I think that kind of takes away from the drawing, and overall it always kind of irritated me to have to do. So definitely am enjoying the manga style, and hope that everyone is enjoying the artwork. I do work tirelessly on these. Many of them take several hours. There's some of the more simple ones that maybe only take 2 hours, but I would say that an average for each piece is between 2 and maybe 4 hours, dependent upon the piece, dependent upon how much time I can put into it at once. Because certainly when you stop in the middle of something and have to get back to it, it's not. It takes a little bit longer to get back into it. At least for me, it does anyway. However, I do have a family. I'm married. I have 3 children, and certainly time is limited because of that. But to be honest with you, this is one of the best things that's ever happened to me. Going about it in a backwards way, getting into YouTube, being encouraged to become a reviewer and give my 2 cents on things. I feel that I'm trying to get better at that every day. However, it has reignited a passion in me for the artwork that has long been dormant. When you do have 3 kids and you're married, you always have something else to do. So I have probably drawn, prior to this last couple months, a total of maybe 5 or 10 pieces for one of my kids or something like that over the last maybe 5 years. Maybe 10 years, I don't even know. It's been a while since I've really been into drawing. And this is cool because instead of sitting around at night with my free time like I used to, sitting in front of a video game, and there's nothing wrong with that, I certainly still enjoy video games, I sit down and I work on a piece that I can put up because I want to have it for my next chapter that I'm reviewing the next day. So certainly, like I said, it's something that's great for me because the positive feedback has helped. You always would expect family and friends to go and say, "You're so good, you do such a good job." But when you have complete strangers that ultimately you've never met, you've never seen face to face, telling you, "Hey, that's really good," or "I really like that piece," or "That really looks cool, I like the feel that it conveys," it's certainly very rewarding. So I do hope that you enjoyed this, and we'll certainly put together and do one of these for each saga that there is in One Piece, and we'll look forward to catching you in the next one, Nation. Thanks again. Truly appreciate all the support. Thanks for joining the Nerd Nation. We will see you real soon.